Ladies and gentlemen, very good Wednesday evening and welcome EPFA Nations Cup 2019 round robin game, Finland against Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland lineup today: number 6, Sean McKinney; 7, Jason Browning; 8, Scott Hilland; 9, Patrick Kumiski; 10, Carl McVeigh; and 11, Jamie Rogan. Team Finland lineup today: number 7, Onni Martikainen; 9, Samu Granström; 10, Kalle Hänninen; 14, Jenna Olan; 16, Antti Toppinen; 22, Veikko Nousiainen; 53, Alex Lundell; ja 98, Joona Kari. Center referee Nicolas Balin from France, assistant referees Mark Kerrison and Paul Pearson from England, and fourth official Niels Christian Simonsen from Denmark.
There's the pass to Dowling. Dowling gonna take a shot. Audrey Keener across to Keyser. Keyser shot in.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup Championship. We are coming to you live from the Pajularti Training Center here in Nastola, Finland. For Power Soccer Shop, I'm Tony Jackson, and the opening match, the hosts, Finland versus Northern Ireland. And interesting note about this competition, the very first international competition for both of these nations, so it should be a very exciting match coming up. We're looking forward to bringing you all of the action starting tonight until Sunday. It is 7:30 p.m. local time here in Nastola, Finland, so we welcome you wherever you're watching from around the world. The coin toss happening right now at center court. Your referees for this match: at center, Nicolas Balin from France. We also have Mark Kerrison from England. We also have as your fourth official Niels Christian Simonsen, and I would be remiss without mentioning Paul Pearson as well. We're about to get underway here. Let's go over the starting four for both sides. For Northern Ireland, in goal, number 11, Jamie Rogan. Also on the floor, number 7, Jason Browning. In the middle, number 8, Scott Hilland. And rounding out the Northern Ireland lineup, number 9, Patrick Kumiski. And Finland about to bring their starting four out onto the floor. In goal, number 16, Halti Toppinen. Also on the floor, number 9, Samu Grunström. Also number 10, Kalle Hänninen. And in the middle, number 53, Alex Lundell. Kickoff in this opening match, mere moments away. And it looks like Northern Ireland are going to start things off here. Really looking forward to this contest. Again, as I mentioned moments ago, the first international match for both of these sides. Looks like both goalkeepers are ready. And the opening whistle has blown. And we are officially underway. Northern Ireland with their first touch of the ball. And it rolls out of play. Kick-in coming up for Finland. Good crowd here this evening. If you tuned in earlier, you saw the opening ceremony for this competition. We had words from EPFA President Donald Byrne, as well as the Vice President of the Finnish FA. So all of the teams are here in attendance watching this first match. Lundell with the ball. Lundell working around, trying to get around Scott Hillen. Nice pass across the Grundström. Close to a 2-on-1 violation. Advantage called. And now we are going to get an indirect free kick for Finland just outside the Northern Ireland goal area. This is a pretty good spot here for Finland. Let's see if they can cause a little havoc in the Northern Ireland defense. Lundell's going to take the kick. Grundström to his left. Halti Toppinen to his right. Lundell winds up, takes a shot. Oh, and that ball goes flying in the air. And although it went between the goalposts, that was far over 20 inches. So we're going to have a set ball just outside the Northern Ireland goal area. It looks like it's actually going to be a goal kick for Northern Ireland. Lundell, and that ball once again popping up into the air. It looks like the referees are not resetting play at the spot where the ball was elevated. So a kick-in coming up for Finland. Hillen now making a play on the ball. Lundell also there. Nice play by Lundell to win a kick-in in a pretty good spot for Finland. Northern Ireland setting up that defensive wall. Let's see what Alex Lundell does here. Lundell right into the wall, and a little bit of a better position now for Finland to attack that Northern Ireland goal. Grundström way outside that wall, sitting between pretty much the goal area and the center line, and Toppinen sitting at the far post waiting for that ball to come across. Lundell gets that ball, but can't really do much with it, so it's going to be a goal kick for Northern Ireland. Early goings here, 4th minute of the match. Rogan sends that ball back into play. Hillen with the touch on the ball. Lundell comes in, putting pressure on Hillen. Lundell trying to get around Hillen, and he does. Nicely done. The pass out to Grundström. Grundström back to Lundell. That's going to be a 2-on-1 violation on Northern Ireland once again. Just outside the Northern Ireland goal area. Let's see if Finland can score their first international goal. Lundell trying to pick his spot. Grundström, the receiver of the ball shoots across. Nice save there by Rogan. You can feel the anticipation building for that first Finland goal. I mean, what a great moment that would be to score that goal in front of their home supporters. Kick in coming up for Finland. Comiskey now making a play towards the Finland goal area. Patrick Comiskey has Hilland back there waiting, but Grunström, good defensive position. And now Grunström going to take the ball the other way. Can he catch it before it goes out? No, he can't. So Comiskey going to take this kick. Browning kind of positioning himself here on this near side. Hilland being defended by Toppinen. Comiskey sends the ball through. Lundell is there. And that ball trickles into the Finland goal area. The pass across, Scott Hilland. Hilland, that one out of play off of Hilland. Kick in coming up for Finland. Ball out of play, kick in coming up for Northern Ireland. Browning trying to find a space in that Finnish wall. There's a lot of space right now in the goal area in front of Alex Lundell, but that's going to be easy to close down, certainly. Browning trying to rip that ball away from Toppinen. Browning dragging Toppinen around, but Toppinen doing well to hold him off. And the clearance, Hilland, Grunström there. That ball out of play off of Grunström. Browning setting up right near this corner here, and it looks like the referees are going to measure out 5 meters from the ball to make sure Samu Grunström is far enough away, and he's just inside that 5 meter mark. He slides over just a little bit, and now we'll get underway once again. Browning, that ball just a little too far away, but very fortunate there for Lundell that he bounced the ball off of Browning, and so it's going to be a goal kick for Finland. Grunström misjudged that ball. Now Browning dragging him towards the goal area, close to a 3-in-the-box violation, but he backs out just in time. Toppinen, the goalkeeper, playing a high defensive position there. And there's a kick out pass. Comiskey tries to send it back in. Grunström threw Comiskey off his game just a little bit there, and it's going to be a kick in for Finland. Finland had control early on, but they're having a bit of difficulty moving the ball out of their defensive end of the floor. Nicely done. Browning close to a 3-in-the-box violation again. Now Grunström and Toppinen defending. Corner kick coming up for Northern Ireland. It looks like Browning's got a bit of an issue. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Looks like he's motioning to his shoulder harness. So while we have a moment, I want to thank you all once again watching the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup. It's a beautiful facility here in Paljulahti. It's the Olympic and Paralympic training site. It looks like Browning is all set and ready to go once again. So Comiskey is going to take the kick. Comiskey sends the ball through. Hilland with a shot, and it goes wide of the post. Not really threatening there, so it's going to be a goal kick for Finland. 10th minute, and no score just yet. Kick out. Halsi Topinen with the ball. Lundell has to come up and help out. Now Browning just trying to get that ball between the defenders. Now let's see, he's going to try to get that ball through. And he does. Comiskey with a shot. Patrick Comiskey with a goal. Finland couldn't close down that gap. And Comiskey right there to score. Northern Ireland on the board. 1-0 the score.
Northern Ireland, first goal scored by number 9, Patrick Comiskey.
So now Finland, the home side, with a little bit of work to do here as they trail 1-0. It looks like Jamie Rogan, something going on with him as well. Looks like he's also sliding out of his chair, so the Northern Ireland trainers are going to hoist him up a little bit to get him back into position. Chance of Suomi coming from the stands to support the Finnish side as they trail 1-0. Rogan getting his straps and belts all put back into place to make sure he doesn't fall out of his chair. And we're back underway here. Lundell taking a shot on goal directly from the kickoff, but Hillen was right there for it. Now Lundell driving. Lundell trying to get his team level here. Lundell trying to find some space, create a little space. Lundell, nice pass. Now the shot saved by Hillen. Lundell with a shot, and that one goes off of Lundell. Good play there by Finland. Kalle Henninen doing well to get that pass across to Lundell. But nice defense by Northern Ireland to keep their lead secure for now. Rogan cut up by Lundell. Now Lundell taking on Rogan one-on-one. Lundell the kick across. Henninen, the pass goes behind Hillen, and a shot. Grunström, nice save. Scott Hillen, and now the counter attack for Northern Ireland. But Kalle Henninen picks up the ball. That ball out of play for a Northern Ireland kick-in. Finland have had a couple chances here, but they haven't been able to convert just yet. Comiskey trying to get through the defense. That ball out of play. It's going to be a corner kick for Northern Ireland. And Jason Browning will do the honors. Hillen at the near post. Comiskey at the far post. Browning sends the ball through Hillen. Out of play. 15th minute. Northern Ireland up 1-0. Lundell, nicely done. Grunström now going to try to pick up the ball. Grunström pushes it out of play. Another kicking coming up for Northern Ireland. Browning, Lundell picks it up. Browning with the ball again. Grunström takes a deflection. Rogan had to make a save on it. Grunström now attacking. Looking to kick out to Lundell, who's waiting at the top of the area. And we're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on Northern Ireland. This is a really good spot for Finland. Putting a lot of pressure on that Northern Ireland defense. Let's see if Finland can pull an equalizer here. Lundell going to take the kick. Grunström at the top of the area. Grunström, the shot just misses wide. Kalle Henninen had some space at the far post. Lundell, nicely done. Lundell trying to put pressure on the Northern Ireland defense. Lundell looking to kick the ball out. Trying to create a little bit of space between him and Hilland. You can really see the game within the game going on between Hilland and Lundell. Now that ball comes out. Nice turn there by Browning. Now Browning on the counterattack. Browning looking to get around Tolpanen. The pass out. Comiskey with a shot, and that's going to go wide, and a goal kick for Finland. Good counter-attacking play by Northern Ireland. We're winding down here in the first half. Approaching the 19th minute. That ball sent all the way down the floor. Hillen sends that one out of play. I don't think he really wanted it to go out there. And so now Finland with a kick-in coming up. Lundell just trying to get the defense to move a little bit to get that ball through there. That ball bounces off the Northern Ireland defense. Time winding down here in the first half. There will be a little bit of added time after a couple players needed to get some adjustments made. Lundell sends the ball across, and again off the Northern Ireland wall. Lundell looking to push his way through. He's not really in a good spot right now. Let's see if he can turn Rogan around. He can. Lundell driving that ball. Nice touch by Hillen to get the ball out of the area. Now Kalle Henninen trying to stop Hillen, but he can't. Scott Hillen driving towards the Finland goal area. Halti Tolpanen has to stop him. Now Henninen trying to come in and play a little defense. Good job, Kalle Henninen. We've entered the 20th minute, so we should be getting a signal from the referee soon as to the amount of added time here in this first half. Comiskey pushing 2-on-1 violation and an indirect free kick coming up for Northern Ireland. Let's see if Northern Ireland can double their lead here. Now, Hillen has the space. He can certainly send the ball all the way across the goal area. Let's see what he does here. They might try to slide it between Browning and Tolpanen. Let's see what he does. Hillen all the way across. The shot, Comiskey. That ball sent down the floor. Now Finland on the counterattack. Rogan comes out of the goal area to make a play on it. Kalle Henninen working, and that's a 2-on-1 violation. Browning and Rogan now Rogan, the goalkeeper, was out of the area, so he's not protected from the 2-on-1 rule. Finland now looking for a goal. They've had several opportunities here in this first half. They just haven't been able to capitalize yet. Let's see what they do here. Lundell all the way across. The shot. Oh, and that ball just wide. Good chance by Finland again. Hilland. That ball going all the way across the floor and out of play. And for those of you watching at home, for those of you playing at home, you may notice that this court looks a little bit bigger than most pitches that you'll play on. This pitch this weekend is at the maximum size allowed by EPFA, so the distances are quite large. It should make for some exciting power chair football this weekend, as there will be a lot of space to move and pass the ball around. Referee Nicolas Balin has his whistle in his mouth, which means that halftime should be coming up in just a moment. And there it is. So Northern Ireland with a goal by Patrick Comiskey lead 1-0. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll be back in the second half. You are watching the opening match. Finland, Northern Ireland from the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half underway. Northern Ireland up 1-0 over Finland. You were watching the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup. We are live at Pajuilahti Training Center here in Nastola, Finland for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson, and Finland early here in the second half trying to get the equalizer. Lundell across to Grunström. Hanninen back to Grunström. The pass across, cut off by Hilland, and it's out of play. Lundell is going to take the kick for Finland. And Grunström now going over to the far post. Now it looks like Hanninen is going to try to clear some space as Lundell kicks that ball. Let's see if they are successful here. That ball almost got through, but a 2-on-1 violation. The officials here at the scorers table have confirmed that it is a 2-on-1 violation. So Lundell is going to take an indirect free kick here. Lundell across space and a shot, and it goes back out of the goal area. Hanninen could not get that ball towards the goal line, and now Northern Ireland on a counterattack. Comiskey with a kick out, and that ball rolls along as Grunström picks it up for Finland. Hilland across. Now Browning with a shot, and there's a goal for Northern Ireland. Beautiful play as Comiskey scores his second goal of the match. Let's watch this again. Beautiful pass by Jason Browning, and Patrick Comiskey puts it away. 2-0 Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland's second goal scored by number 9, Patrick Comiskey.
Lundell trying to go straight on goal, but Grunström has to try to pick it up as Lundell could not get the kick where he wanted it to go. And now Lundell taking on Browning. The pass across Grunström. Hilland with the ball. Samu Grunström. The pass across. Hanninen. Lundell, the pass. Grunström tries to pick up that ball. Hilland. Good defense, Scott Hilland. Oh, and that ball goes out for a corner kick. Still lots of time left in this match. We're in the 24th minute, but Finland really have to get to work here. Lundell off of Hilland, nicely deflected, but Browning keeps that ball. He slows it down a little bit. Now he heads the other way, but Grunström, nicely done to strip that ball away. Samu Grunström looking to kick it back up to Hanninen. Kalle Hanninen working against Hilland, and a little bit too heavy contact in the opinion of the referee, so a direct free kick coming up for Finland. Now Lundell, hopefully he is aware of the situation. He can go straight on goal here. Lundell winds up. That ball deflected out by Hilland again. That one rolls over the top of Lundell's guard. And now Comiskey, the goal scorer, with the ball. Lundell, the pass across. It's cut off by Hilland. Scott Hilland driving Lundell down the floor. That ball still in play, and now it rolls out for a kick-in in favor of Northern Ireland. Comiskey Sends the ball in. Tolpanen makes a stop. Browning with the ball. Kaleheninen for Finland, trying to get the ball past Browning. Now Hillen thought about winding up for a shot, but it was close to a 2-on-1 violation. Comiskey now sends that ball out of play. Kick in coming up. Finland deep in their own end. And Lundell just kicks that ball out of play. Rushed that one just a little bit, and so Northern Ireland with a chance to put up another goal. Jason Browning going to kick. It looks like Browning has come out of his chair again, so the trainers have come out to set him back in his seat a little bit better. Browning down to Comiskey. Comiskey across. Lundell with the save. Comiskey looking for some space. And a little too much contact in the opinion of the referee. So we're going to get a change here for Finland. Coming out of the match, Samu Grunström. And coming on in his place, it looks like number 22, Veikko Nusiainen. Lundell. Now Browning's very close to within 5 meters here. Now Lundell just sends it down the floor. Hillen sends it back. Lundell sends it back up the floor the other way. Now Hillen and Lundell meet just outside the center line. Ball still in play. And we're going to get a 2-on-1 violation on Northern Ireland again. Actually, correction, that was on Finland, so Northern Ireland with an indirect free kick coming up. And the shot. Oh, and Comiskey with his third goal of the match. A beautiful pass once again from Browning. Northern Ireland up 3-0. Let's watch this one again, ladies and gentlemen. And you see Browning with a powerful pass across, and Comiskey is right there to put it home.
Northern Ireland, the third goal scored by number 9, Patrick Comiskey.
Throughout this match, Comiskey been at the right place at the right time. He's scored all 3 goals for Northern Ireland. And now desperate times for Finland. Browning sends that ball into the Finland goal area. 2-on-1 violation on Finland. Another indirect free kick coming up for Northern Ireland. Hillen looking for a teammate to pass the ball to, and Lundell cuts it off, but really to the advantage of Northern Ireland because now they have a kick in from a really advantageous position. So Browning is going to take this kick. Scott Hillen has placed himself in between that Northern Ireland wall, and Patrick Comiskey waiting patiently at the far post. That ball almost gets through, and that is going to be a corner kick for Northern Ireland. 30th minute, Northern Ireland up 3-0. Browning. Lundell didn't quite get to that ball, but Comiskey the last to touch it. It's going to go out for a Finland goal kick. Kalle Heinonen with the ball, driving down the floor, trying to get past Komisky. Nicely done, Heinonen. That is going to be a free kick for Northern Ireland. It looks like Carl McVeigh is about to make his match debut for Northern Ireland. And that ball makes it all the way to Browning, and Browning tips the ball. Is it going to get in? No, it's not. Jason Browning just barely missed. Let's watch that one more time. Browning, that ball got all the way down the floor, and Browning just tipped the ball off his chair, and it went just wide of the post. Very fortunate for Finland. Hauti Tolpanen was out of the goal area. And Jason Browning going to come out of the match. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Carl McVeigh, the firecracker, coming into the match for Northern Ireland. The last time we saw Carl McVeigh internationally was in Paris in 2013 at the Under-18 tournament. And now here he is today, nearly 6 years later, making his international debut for Northern Ireland. And we're going to get a contact foul on McVeigh. So a free kick coming up for Finland, but before we do that, it looks like McVeigh's foot strap has loosened, so trainer coming out. His father, Stephen McVeigh, coming on to tighten that strap back down. Lundell fires that one in. McVeigh bounces it out. Komisky cut off by Lundell. And that ball rolls out for a goal kick. '34th minute. If you're just joining us, Northern Ireland, from 3 Patrick Komisky goals, lead over the hosts Finland. Lundell trying to get something going for his side here. Now there's a pass cut off by Hillen. Good defense. Komisky passes it right into Heinonen, but Scott Hillen with the ball. Kalle Heinonen trying to keep the attack going for Finland, but Scott Hillen with other ideas. Now that ball's out of play off of Hillen. Kick in coming up for Finland. Alex Lundell switching over to take the kick. Lundell trying to be strategic here. That ball goes across, it's cut off. McVeigh now with the ball. Kalle Heinonen with it. Now looking to create some offense for Finland. Heinonen, the kick out. No one there for Finland. Now Komisky's going to pick it up, and there's a deflected shot. Rogan makes a save. Lundell now. Lundell trying to find some space in the Northern Ireland defense. Lundell not going to get his way through in that position. Let's see how he tries to attack it here. He could always pass it back up. Kalle Heinonen waiting at the top of the area. Lundell getting dragged out by Scott Hillen. Lundell just really helping Scott Hillen all the way down the floor. Now Hillen with an opportunity. Hillen tried to kick the ball out, and Lundell getting it behind Komisky. Nicely done. Now is he going to catch that ball before it goes out of play? He's got it right there. Now he's driving down the floor. Comiskey with him, but he couldn't control it. Minute 36, time running out for the hosts, Finland. And it looks like Sean McKinney is going to be coming in shortly for Northern Ireland. Hilland to McVeigh. McVeigh couldn't latch onto that ball, so it's going to go out for a Finland kick-in. And now we're going to get a substitution. Sean McKinney going to make his international debut for Northern Ireland. Coming off the goal scorer of the match, Patrick Comiskey. Comiskey with a fine match, scoring 3 goals for Northern Ireland. Going to give his side a very valuable 3 points to kick off this match, kick off this competition. McVeigh strips the ball away but can't control it. Kick in coming up for Finland. And another substitution. Kalle Heinonen coming out.
Player out number 10, Kalle Heinonen, and player in number 14.
Coming on right now for Finland, number 14, Jena Olan.
And another substitution for Finland.
Looks like Samu Grönström coming back into the match.
22, Veikko Nousiainen.
Veikko Nousiainen coming out of the match for Finland. Samu Grönström taking on Carl McVeigh. Nicely done by McVeigh to win that ball. And that ball's going to go out of play, and it looks like the referee, he thought about calling a foul, but it went out in favor of Northern Ireland, so we're going to get a kick in instead. McKinney, the youngster for Northern Ireland, going to take this kick. It's got to be a thrill for him and his family. McKinney getting his first international competition. McVeigh now with the ball. McVeigh got space to pass across, but no one at the far post for Northern Ireland allows Samu Grönström to take the ball, but McKinney there fighting him off. McKinney with a kick out. Hillen waiting for that ball, but Grönström takes it away while he waits. Nice touch by Grönström. Good job by Hillen to stop him, though. Lundell gets that ball across, and a shot just deflected by Rogan. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Olan had an opportunity to score. We are approaching the 40th minute, and Finland looking to get their first goal of international competition. And that shot goes off of Hillen, and Grönström just dove too deep into the goal area. Now McKinney tries to get the ball out of the area. Grönström tries to keep it in. That is a 3-in-the-box violation, however. And the referee is going to call it. So an indirect free kick coming up for Finland. Final moments of this match. And although Finland are not going to come away with any points here, let's see if they can at least get a point on the scoreboard to reduce that goal difference. Lundell going to take the kick. Grönström with a shot saved by Hill and nicely done. Lundell now with the ball. Alex Lundell, that's a 2-on-1 violation on Finland, but play continues, and now the referee's going to call it. Indirect free kick coming up for Northern Ireland. Time winding down here. I can't imagine that there's going to be too much added time here in the second half. We really haven't had many stoppages, so Scott Hillen going to take this kick. He goes behind McKinney, and that's going to be a kick in for Finland. They're not in the most threatening position, but they're still within striking distance. McKinney, nicely done to cut that ball off. And referee Nicholas Balin has blown the final whistle. Northern Ireland starts off the competition with a 3-0 victory over the hosts Finland. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. We had our opening match tomorrow, however. We have a full slate of games starting at 10 a.m. local time. Our first match tomorrow, England against Austria, followed by Ireland and Denmark, and then we move on to France and Finland. Then Northern Ireland will take on England. Austria will then take on Ireland, and then we'll wrap up the day with Denmark versus France. The action starts at 10 a.m. local time. That is minus 8 hours on the eastern coast of the United States. I'm not sure where you're watching from, but just know 10 a.m. local time here in Nassau, Finland tomorrow will kick off the action on day 2 and the first full day of competition from the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup. Until tomorrow, for Power Soccer Shop, I'm Tony Jackson. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow again for day 2 of the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup. Goodbye.